What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bad Brains, and we're going to listen to some more live Bad Brains. We're going to go back to the Youth Are Getting Restless live album, 1987, although I'm going to do it in reverse order, I suppose, meaning I haven't yet reacted to this song, which is originally from their self-titled album, 82, which I do have. Those of you know I've reacted to a few songs from that album already. But yeah, I figure I've been doing a lot of songs from the Youth Are Getting Restless live album. I figure we'll do the live version of Fearless Vampire Killers, which is the name of the tune we're going to listen to, and then I'll go back and I'll do the original studio album version second. But yeah, this song, it's based, the name is based on that, I think it's like early 60s, maybe 62. It's a Roman Polanski film. I'm not going to get into the controversy around him. He's not the most reputable character, but regardless, the name comes from that film, but the lyrics I don't think have anything to do with it. Now, I can't say that for certain. I haven't seen the film, but I think it's it's more like fantasy sort of oriented, where it's within the context of vampires and vampire hunters and so on. Whereas the song, it's political commentary. The lyrics are short. It's I think there's maybe like two verses per se, but ultimately it's a song that's basically saying that like the wealthy not only like suck the life and the sort of resources and the money out of other people, by the way they structure society and by the way that they define what jobs are worth how much monetary value and so on, but by the way they're sort of like predatory, and again sort of parasitic on people and society. And so the song's basically saying that like, I don't want your money. You're going to try to throw money at me to silence me or to try to like, put me into a position in society where I'm not making waves or whatever, but I don't want your money, and I certainly don't want your innocent bloodshed, which is another line, the idea that like, through the use of their money and influence, the sort of masters of society don't care about who gets crushed on the margins of society and so on. They just want to perpetuate their position for them and their cronies and their progeny as their sort of like modern industrial nation sort of aristocracy. So yeah, they just want to keep that sort of big machine rolling on that benefits them. But the narrator, HR, is saying that, I don't want your money, and I certainly don't want to be part of a machine that causes innocent bloodshed. So the only thing that I want to see is the end of your world, the end of your bougie, exploitative sort of world. And yeah, that's right, we're the vampire killers. We're here to like take out people who are parasitic and suck the life out of everyone else and the resources and the, well-being and so on. So yeah, again, it's like a very sort of like short song, but it's very targeted. It's very like caustic and withering in terms of its critical assessment. And speaking of caustic and wicked, yeah, the caustic and wicked vocals from HR are at least as much of a match to the sort of content of the lyrics as any like vocals and sonics could be. So yeah, look out for the cauldron of bubbling lava that is HR's voice on this one. But here we go. This is a live version of Fearless Vampire Killers by Bad Brains on their 1987 album, The Youth Are Getting Restless. The bass. Again, a lot of early 80s, I was going to say hardcore. I mentioned it before, they're not a fan of that word. I don't want to throw labels on anyone who doesn't want to wear it, so I'll just say a lot of early 80s punk rock. it said what it needed to say quickly. Not that there aren't songs that are sort of longer and or even sort of like, more like ballad style punk songs. Dead Kennedys did "Moon Over Marin" in the first half of the '80s. So, yeah, it's not like a black and white sort of distinction, but. A lot of early 80s punk rock has this, like, the songs are a minute and 10 seconds long. They're like two shouted verses, very clear, very like direct, withering criticism. Boom, it's done. We're gone. Like, there's just a real business-like quality to a lot of early 80s, social, cultural, political commentary, critique sort of punk rock. So, yeah, it fits very much in that vein. I think, again, it's another one where, like, in terms of the absolute like sonic quality, I think the recorded version maybe sounds a bit cleaner. But yeah, you can't deny the sort of live energy and intensity of that performance. So once again, shout out to the band and HR. But yeah, let me know what you think, and then as I said, I will, and then next week or so, I'll get around to reacting to Fearless Vampire Killers, the studio version from the self-titled '82 album. So yeah, let me know what you think of the live version. Other than that, I will see you next time. Peace.